What's up, everybody? J-Heat Sports Media coming at y'all again with that fire as always, spitting these hot topics and getting the sports conversation started. Y'all know what we talking about: football, basketball, and boxing. I want to get into basketball right now. The Phenom came through the United States this week. Victor Wembanyama. Everybody knows about him. If you don't, you need to look him up. Let's talk about him. So Victor Wembanyama, 7'4", and he's only 18, which means he could still be growing. This kid might end up 7'5", 7'6" for all we know. He's listed at 7'2", but if you see him stand next to other 7-footers, make no mistake about it, he's 7'4" at least. 8-foot wingspan. And what makes him special, because we've seen other guys like Yao Ming, Manute Bol, Murasan, and others who've had that height, maybe that length, but he plays with a fluidity that makes him look more like a Kevin Durant out there, and really more fluid than I would say Kevin Durant looked at that same age, or at least as fluid. At 7'4", that's crazy. And back then, Durant might have only been 6'8", 6'9" back then. So it's just an incredible thing to see him shooting from deep effortlessly. If you watch his jump shot, you can tell from the arc he puts on it and the form he has, he doesn't shoot like your normal big. He shoots like a guard, similar to the way Dirk Nowitzki used to shoot. He can put it on the floor and handle it, bring it all the way up coast to coast. And he has handle that are advanced for somebody at his age and height, definitely, but just good handle in general. He also seems to have defensive instincts. So his instincts lend him to blocking shots, which he's already up there to do anyway, but his timing looks good. And just imagine when he's in his defensive stance, trying to get around him with them long arms, how he might be able to pluck guys. The main critique is going to be his size, the fact that he is not tall, or not that he's not tall, that he's not heavy enough at only 210. You'd like to see him maybe fill out to probably around 240, 250, maybe even a little bit more. But he's a baby right now. In time, I think that will come. Can't wait to see this young prospect when he gets to the United States. He's doing his thing overseas for France right now. Going to play a year professionally just like Luka. And he's already been playing professionally before that. He's been said to be the greatest prospect in the history of professional basketball. That's saying something. Guys like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was a heck of a prospect. Shaquille O'Neal, Zion Williamson, and of course the last great prospect that of this generation, LeBron James. The hype with this guy seems to be like that with LeBron James. Will he live up to it? Injuries will matter a lot. We want him to stay healthy. I'm praying for this brother that he's healthy for his entire career, because for the game of basketball, I want to see it. He's been getting picked up by guys in the league, a lot of good compliments. Let's talk about those. So as for the praise that he's been receiving, one Victor Wembanyama, the most notable from the three greatest players of this generation that we've seen, Stephen Curry talked about this guy as an NBA 2K player, somebody that you would create on a video game, which is something we've never seen. Very high praise, talking about how what all bigs want to be, being able to be guards and be out there handling the ball and shooting like him. LeBron James talked about the phrase that Durant kind of coined with Kristaps Porzingis, a unicorn. How we've had a few of those over the years, and guys that come out and we say they're a unicorn. He said this guy's an alien, something different, something like we've never seen before, first time on the planet. That's high praise coming from a guy like LeBron, who was that back in the early 2000s. LeBron, he was major news when he was 15, 16 years old, just like Victor. And then Kevin Durant also talked about this guy's skill set. And Victor has high praise for Kevin because he's talked about KD and Giannis being two players he watches a lot as he's working on his game. But he also talked about how he doesn't want to get caught up in the hype. He wants to continue to work on his game, and even though he's getting compliments from all these guys, he likes it and is cool, but he said he hasn't done anything yet, which is true. He hasn't played a game in the NBA yet, and he has that focus, and that's one of the things Kevin talked about that he really likes about him and is excited for the evolution of the game in general for everybody. The fact that what he's bringing to the game is something that people are looking forward to and are going to want to compete against. I think Victor's going to raise the level of everybody in the league. They're saying him being on a franchise will raise the revenue, maybe $500 million for a revenue of a franchise. That's ridiculous. But I think what he's really going to do is raise the level of everybody's game as people want to hold off what may be the inevitable, and that's him taking over the league and being the best player. But with that comes health, and we wish him well because we really, really want to see this guy play and play for a long time, hopefully, so we can get some new things to remember about the game of basketball, my favorite sport. Holla at y'all. All right, that's all the time I got. Y'all know what it is, and you know what you're looking for. J Heat Sports Media. Remember to like, subscribe, or hit the bell. Get at me in the comments on YouTube, of course. Instagram, as you know, at The Vault JMU414 on Twitter. And, of course, what's up, TikTok? Holla at y'all next time.